Hello. Excuse me. Welcome to Mystic Moons. I'm going to get a candle. Let's see. There's a candle. Light. I don't know where my lighter is, but I have these. My match just broke. Let me go and get another one. Anyway, welcome to Mystic Moons. Today I'm going to be looking at the energies of a fight that will be happening in a couple of hours. Oh, this broke too. These keep on breaking. I guess there's no light. Here's my lighter. I don't know why these keep on snapping. All right, light. So today we're going to take a look at a fight that's going to be happening in a couple of hours. It's going to be, I believe, let me check. I think it's Jake Perry. I just decided to do it a moment ago. Oh, Jake Paul, excuse me. Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. And they're going to be fighting in Tampa, Florida at the Amalie Arena at midnight. And there's some other people, of course, some other fighters there as well. I don't know, maybe I'll take a look at them. Maybe I won't. But let's go and check out Jake Paul and Mike Perry. Who's going to win? I did do readings earlier on a couple of fights that happened on yesterday night. And it was interesting because of those readings I did notice that some of the athletes, some were very solid and ready to go for their fight. And there were others who were wild cards. Their energy was still fluctuating. It was in the energy where they could do well, or they could also slip and do much worse than they normally would. It's like they were allowing external things to get into their attention, personal life bleeding into what they need to do for work. Anyway, I found that interesting. I do want to continue this a little bit more. Let's go and take a look at these two fighters. There is some fighters as well, some boxers that are going to have a match next week. So I think I may do that as well. But first, let's go and do definitely Jake Paul and Mike Perry. So I'm actually just going to go and take their names, put it down here. I'm not going to bother with their photos. Let me just go and close some of my windows down. Let me just set this up a little bit. And where is my camera? Camera went somewhere. Where is my streaming? There's my streaming. Okay. Now I am ready to start. Almost ready to start. Let me bring up my little candle. Out. And little spiders, as I have mentioned, I do enjoy having the company of the spiders. The spiders, were the very first weavers of the world. They brought the fire down to humanity and gave us civilization, gave us warmth, gave us clothes, nice clothes, and gave us stories and history and knowledge. Some people ask about the spider. Why do you have a spider? Well, that's why I have a spider. fighters are the ones who gave us civilization, imagination, stories, aesthetics, and so forth. Let me just go and check my cards real quick. Okay. I am going to go and hit the singing bowl one more time, and then we'll start to take a look at Jake Paul and Mike Perry. Who will win tonight? All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at Jake's energy first. Will Jake win over Mike Perry? I'm actually going to move this over a little bit more. A little bit over. There we go. All right. Will Jake Paul Will Jake win over Mike Perry? Jake. I have the Chariot for Jake. Let's go and see what this Chariot is all about in Jake winning. 7 of Wands, so strong. Lots of, he has no doubt in this energy. He's determined to move forward no matter what. Emperor. Jake's final energy under this. Well, Jake is feeling fantastic. Could be that either he's logically, he knows in this energy, whether it's other people telling him or himself knowing he has the support. Jake has full confidence in himself. Seriously, no doubt. Look how strongly this Chariot is aspected. 7 of Wands, Emperor, and Knight of Cups. This is someone who literally believes in themselves wholeheartedly, 5,000%. Jake is in excellent form, excellent energy. Well, I think I did read a little bit about these fighters, not as much as I could have read. Ace of Pentacles just fell out. But I did read that he was actually supposed to be fighting Mike Tyson this weekend, but Mike Tyson bowed out, which could be another reason why Jake Paul is in such good energy, such strong energy. I mean, wow. It's actually a lot stronger energy than what I picked up with the boxers I did on Tuesday for last night's fight. No one had energy as solid as this. Of course, I do believe it was a different class, too, that these fighters are in. Isn't he in a more advanced class? I mean, I'm still learning about boxers. As I mentioned before, my pertinent knowledge of boxing is really limited to Mike Tyson and the fact that he likes exotic cats. He's an exotic pet owner. All right. Now, Jake actually looks pretty good. I'm going to do a light clarification on these cards just to see how they're aspected. So with the 7 of Wands here, clarified by a 2 of Swords and 7 of Pentacles, this essentially tells me, he's not only does he have full faith in himself, but it feels like Jake has also fully assessed his opponent, the situation, his own condition, all these other variables that I guess goes into whatever makes his fight the fight, right? Like the whole strategy that you do whenever you go and you accomplish anything. Jake Paul is there. He's done that. That's exactly what the 7 of Wands is. It's just not like he has this bravado out of thin air. Jake has actually done the groundwork, both mentally and physically, to warrant this energy of already knowing and tasting and going after success. With the Emperor, I have Death, and I have 10 of Cups. Very, very neat. In this energy, no wonder why we have the Chariot. It's like with every step this man takes, he's there seeing it as another step forward, not just in life or in the day or in the month or what have you. This is another step in him being true to himself, him living his life's mission or, life's purpose, what he believes he was put on this earth to do. And with this fight, he really does believe that this is just, I don't want to use the word karmically because sometimes I think that gets almost misconstrued. But I do feel like this man feels like with every ounce and fiber in his being, this is what he's meant to do. And he's meant to right now, tonight, he's in the mindset that tonight, this is part of his life's path, life's journey. Very, very strong energy. Let's check out Knight of Cups. Should I see this as almost, he has this strong energy of moving forward and that he will progress. Again, this is life purpose energy, what he's meant to do with his life. Like he takes boxing, he takes his role as an athlete, he takes his regiment that he puts himself through, and he is not taking it lightly in the slightest. With Knight of Cups here, this also tells me that he enjoys what he does. I mean, it's just not that he's good at it or he feels motivated, he feels accomplished by it. It's just not that. He really enjoys this. He sincerely enjoys this. If I was to compare this to one or type of comparison, think about, eating to live, right? We all need to eat to live. And then there's eating nutritional food because it's healthy for you. And then there's someone who takes the time to become a gourmet chef in healthy food because he just, loves to cook. He loves the whole nature of it. This man, Jake Paul, does sincerely love the sport. It's more than just his life purpose as well. It's also something, it's his life purpose, but he gets so much satisfaction from it. Knight of Cups. My cat has a hairball. He got over it. No hairball puked up, just a few rasping coughs. I have cats. So you will hear their vocalizations in the background, like that. Okay, so Knight of Cups is clarified. Knight of Cups is actually a little interesting. In this energy, it's almost like his life's journey and where he's gone, what he's gone through to get here. Not exactly relating per se to him winning or not, but these are all aspects in which is building up and formulating his energy to win or to lose. Right now, what I'm seeing, Jake Paul is in wonderful energy. Even as I said this night, this Ace of Pentacles came up. This man is solid. Well, they say gold is fragile, right? Like you can bite gold and leave your teeth marks. But this man is like a gold rock. I don't know. He is, he looks great, quite frankly. And in this energy, it's just really like, feels like his world has expanded in this energy. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera. It feels like his world has expanded through the sport and what he does. You know, he takes it very seriously. There's no doubt about that. Boxing really is this man's life. He doesn't play around with it. Let's go and check out Mike Perry's energy. But right now, what I'm seeing with Jake Paul looks flawless. I could go a little bit more, but there's no need. I mean, he is, he looks great. Let's go and check out Mike Perry. See Mike Perry's energy. So what is Mike Perry's energy in winning over Jake Paul? Mike Perry winning the boxing fight tonight. Will Mike win? Well, that just fell out too. I got the Chariot again. The card I was going to take was Temperance. I'm going to keep that. So let's see Mike's energy right now. Oh, Mike is Mike, it feels like Mike believes or recognizes Jake's monolith self. Jake is a monolith, and it seems like Mike recognizes that. As I mentioned, this chart fell out for Mike as well. I was going to choose Temperance. I'm still keeping on to that. This fell out. I'm going to take it. These are the energies that compose the chart. Much more frantic. Seven of Swords, basically, he is, I think, oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I think Mike is a little intimidated by, excuse me, by Jake Paul. If he wasn't threatened, he wouldn't necessarily be coming up in energy of Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is basically, you know, what can he do to go? With Seven of Swords here, if he didn't feel like he was outclassed, he wouldn't feel the need to go and have to resort to everything he can. Seven of Swords not only is the sword of the card of sneakiness and deception and all those sort of traditional meanings, but when I come across it, it's also when somebody knows that they're dealing with a situation or another individual that is more than them. You know, they feel innately like they are dwarfed, so therefore they have to scrounge around to choose both high and low tactics to get the upper hand. And also this frantic energy here, he's hoping that with a combination of strategy, you know, Jake Paul is just coming into this like, here I am, I walk in the room, I speak my truth, I am my truth, you know, that kind of like vibe. This guy is in here, if he has to utilize gravel under his shoes, he will. He comes in and he's like looking at that room or whatever environment that he's in. What can I use to my advantage? What can I say to my advantage? what moves are to my advantage. Every single thing, does it really matter too in this energy, high or low? What do they call those sportsmanship codes? I could swear there was a term for it. You know, when you're noble in your fighting and you do that whole like handshake and hug at the end, in the beginning, and the hug at the end. Well, anyway, I'm sure there must be a term for that. This guy is not operating from that space. He will do anything and everything to win. So it's desperate. Right away, I'm going to say that I still feel like Jake Paul is in the running here. Let's take a further look at his energy. I'm going to pull a few more cards on it, and then I'm going to do one more sort of summation. This is just getting a fix on their energies. So from Mike Perry, King of Swords. Yeah, you know, I think Mike Perry, he must have gone over Jake Paul's history of how he fights. He definitely has been doing his homework on Jake Paul. And it feels like on this, you know, it's more a mind game than anything else. You know, Jake is going to go in there, and every opening that he can utilize, that's what he's going to rush in for. It's almost too like, you know, a game of cat and mouse, or luring someone to a specific vantage point where you can ambush them. Is that kind of energy that Mike is operating from. Mike is strategizing heavily. Can't say whether Mike is more intelligent than Jake. I can't really gauge that. I'm not really gauging. I mean, I could gauge it if I pulled another set of round cards, but there's no need. But basically, he's going in with, he's hoping strategy will carry him through. That's what this whole energy is. He's going to wait for the right opportunities, or see if there's the right openings, and put all of his power and experience and what have you into those avenues, rather than just coming out swinging. He's got a plan. That's all he has is plans. Okay, so Mike Paul, just to wrap it up, I think he definitely does think that Jake Paul is a stronger fighter and has the advantage to win if he was going on pure blow for blow energy. Mike Perry is all about strategy. He's going to be all about strategy in this game. All about strategy. I think I went into this as much as I care to. I mean, again, we're only looking at their energies to see if they're going to win. Let's check out one final one now to see their winning aspects. Now that I got a fix on Jake and a fix on Mike. Too many cards. Let's see. For Jake, and for Mike, Mike winning. Let's go and check out the fight itself. The fight itself is 10 of Cups. This is a milestone for both of them, this fight. Could be either the fight itself or competing against each other. So for Jake, I have the 5 of Swords, 4 of Swords for Mike. Mike definitely is all about strategy in this upcoming game tonight. He has plans. And I do think that Jake, when I said like before about the intelligence, one was just purely all plotting and the other one is just being, I would say that Jake coming up, I wonder if they had words. If they exchanged words, or they will be exchanging words before the fight, because it's like right now Jake is on guard for anything Mike does. It's like, I have you figured out. It's a physical match, but someone must have said something. Mike must have said something to Jake, or he must have heard something. Okay, I still say Jake is in the running here. I'm going to pull a few more. Five of Swords for Jake. Let's see what other energies we have if Jake will win. And if Mike Perry will win. Six of Pentacles. The only way Mike Perry can win in this energy is if he goes and capitalizes upon any slip-ups that he's able to go and have Jake make. Because Jake is solid. And also, too, Jake is aware that it's like he's dealing with someone who is not coming at him as a 100% athlete, but coming at him like a tactician, a strategist. One more for Jake. Two of Swords. One more. Well, I do say that Jake has naturally the upper hand. The thing about Mike, again, Mike is going to look for openings, and if there's an opening that he can take advantage of, he will. Of course, that's a fight, right? The nature of the fight. I still say Jake is the stronger one. I don't see Jake, though, letting his guard down. This will be a close fight. Even Two of Swords clarified by strength. He's just doubling down on himself. And meanwhile, Mike has Two of Cups with Ace of Pentacles. He believes that he's going to have an opening. And when he has an opening, he's going to run for it, run to win on it. It could be that in the air right now, that it's still up in the air right now of who is exactly going to win. He's aware, Jake is aware of Mike's strategy. It's almost too in this energy that Jake is aware of it, but he's still going to go and do Jake. And Mike is there going, I'm going to do Jake too. I have no idea what. Well, I do have a picture. If I scroll down there, I could take a look at them. See. I wonder if Mike could whittle Jake down and take advantage of the fact that Jake is just basically going to be aware of Mike's plans to take advantage of any weaknesses. The fact that Jake is going to continue doing Jake, being aware of Mike's plan, could actually be his downfall. And it could leave an opening for Mike to win. I do think the energy is fluctuating too much. It's like in this energy, whatever is going to happen will happen rather fast. I think it's a 12-round fight. Is it an 8-round? Or a 12-round? Would it say 9 fight? I have a tower here with 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands basically means that this will be decided rather quickly. Could it be a win for him rather quickly? I don't know too, because with his energy, Jake, it's like Jake is on the offense or the defense. Well, he's kind of both. But it's like in this energy, Jake is responding to Mike. Mike is going to have him a little cornered. Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to take that long to be apparent. And what hopeful cards Mike has. Could Jake be too arrogant? I think naturally Jake has the win. Something about Mike, though. Mike is... Even the fact that Mike is in 4 of Swords energy, it's like he's still building up. I think Jake is the favored winner. And if Mike can make things work for him, he will. Mike has plenty of chances to make that happen, too. Mike could have luck on his side. That's why I said I can't really make a clear... it favors... Definitely favors Jake. And if fate... I'll put it this way. If fate favors Mike... It should happen fast, though. Quiet to my cats. Actually, I'm going to do one more. Let me just go and get one more first energy on that. I guess 2, since the fight's going to happen in 6 hours, they all must be pulsing. Getting revved up. Let's do one. I'm going to put 2 more cards on everything. So Jake winning. And Mike winning. Jake is the favorite athlete here. But I wonder if it could be stolen from him. That's so odd. Jake is the stronger one. I wonder if his ego will allow him to slip up. Is Jake egotistical? Is he full of himself? Could he allow himself to be carried away with the crowd? Mike has like a dark horse energy. I don't know. I say ultimately Jake is going to win. I think Jake is a stronger candidate. I do think that in this energy, if Mike can go and find any way to take advantage of what's there. And I think, too, if Jake leans a little bit into him being Jake, I think if he leans a little bit into him being Jake, then he could make a slip up, and Mike would take advantage of that. But ultimately, I'm going to say that I think the win belongs to Jake Paul. Jake Paul, provided that he watches the shenanigans of Mike, because Mike is all strategy in this game. Because he knows that Jake is the stronger athlete. Anyway, interesting. That's the reading that I have for you. Let's go and see how it turns out. Maybe, as I said, I'll go and take a look at some of the other fighters. Is someone going to fight next Saturday? Take a look at their energies. I'm also wondering, with these fighters, is it worth it to go and pull on their general energy and then just do a quick pull right before the fight happens? See if anything changes or shifts. But right now, definitely, if Jake Paul just keeps his business together, he should win. And that Mike is scheming, because he knows that he can't win if he just matched sportsman to sportsman or athlete to athlete. Something about that, he knows that he cannot win, but he does have full confidence in his strategy, making use of improv on the stage, in the ring. Okay, until next time, I am wishing everybody the most beautiful day. Let's see how it turns out. Bye-bye.